Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Pole Father, and it only takes one. We are back. Got the Pole Mama here, and I got the Pole Son here, ready to rock and roll and do some Pokemon. Now, the reason why we have some special guests here, because it's actually been almost a year since we've had our scare. For those of you guys who know me, been a part of the channel for a while. My wife was pregnant, and it's almost a month away. We'll do something else too as well, but on October 20,
the end
of October, right before Halloween, that's important. My wife and I ended up having to go to the hospital, and our son was born prematurely. He was born we slept in the hospital for 16 days. Then our son was born. He was born at 28 weeks, off to the NICU. With getting sick and a heart surgery later, our little baby is fully healthy and fully active and definitely gonna be a Pokemon card collector. But it's almost been a year, so I wanted to bring him in this video because ironically enough, I'll let my wife here go in a second because he's getting hungry, as you can tell. He's swinging away. But we were in our neighborhood for trick-or-treating. We get over 1,000 kids easily all day long. We are a neighborhood that's just known for trick-or-treaters. You get people from all over that come in the neighborhood to trick-or-treat. We have been labeled the Pokemon house because we give out nothing but the Halloween trick-or-treat packs. And last year we have, and since it's been sitting there for a while, we have over 900 packs of the trick-or-treat sealed to send there. And we weren't able to give them out last year. And everyone was asking, where's the Pokemon house? Where are they? Where's the Pokemon house? And our neighbors told everyone, they had a family emergency and so forth. So we're really excited to get back out there, pull up our stakes, and be the Pokemon house once again. And we're just excited to hand them out again. So now this year, Halloween 2025, it's on a Friday. So I'm anticipating probably just under 1,400, it being a Friday night.
Wow.
And we're going to be busy. So I hope you guys are ready. Are you ready? You're ready. All right. You guys can go. Okay. Say bye.
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 Say bye, bud. Now, let me give them a proper exit. Okay. So now, this video specifically stamps, right? A little fun little introduction, the boy and so forth like that, but I want to talk about stamps, right? Because I actually do think this is something critical to talk about. So we're going to just start off with these stamps because these are the basic ones. These trick-or-treat packs, boxes, not hard to get. You know, you can literally go to CVS, candy store, go to the candy aisle, and you'll find them there. And you can usually pick them up for like $14. And then usually the best time to pick these up and you want to keep them sealed is when these go in clearance. And that's right after Halloween, right? With the rest of the candy. But more importantly, kids, these are cards that are recognizable to kids because these packs are handed out to kids trick-or-treating, right? So you got the Gengar here with that Pumpkin Pikachu, extremely creative, but I have a feeling these cards in the future are going to be very memorable and recognizable. People are going to look back and be like, man, like remember we got these as kids and so forth like that. They were a blast. Yeah, oh my God, I used to have them. And I think that's when we're going to see a jump on those. So that's kind of like a fun thing. But again, in this video, I want to talk about specifically these stamps and how now they're actually becoming a thing and how they're impacting the hobby and the market, right? So obviously, when it comes to stamps, right? Let's first talk about Pokemon Center stamps, right? Pokemon Center stamps, it's a thing. It's coming directly from the Pokemon Center. You have the Destin Rivals Tyranitar. You got the Obsidian Flames Charmander with the Pokemon Center stamp. That card's going for a PSA in a PSA 10. It's like what, $4,000? That's ridiculous. That's nuts. So clearly now we've entered an area it goes to show that these cards that have these stamps, and if it's a favorable Pokemon, are now commanding some type of a premium and a value, right? So I want to kind of roll into these on some of the stamps that I have and some of the things that are my picks and so forth like that. So first thing is first, these are cards that I've picked up. I never really got a chance to share them because I just got busy. Vivid Voltage, okay? Now, what is Vivid Voltage? It's the call it Surging Spark set, so that everyone knows that's catching up with things. Vivid Voltage was a very popular set that came out. Pikachu VMAX, the Chunkachu, was extremely difficult to pull. Now, Vivid Voltage was printed to the absolute extreme, and it was actually really still available until the summer of 2025, and then you saw it disappearing. Other than that, this Chunkachu was very, very difficult to pull, and for the price it's going for right now, I think it only goes for like $300 or $400. I would not get rid of this card, knowing I pulled this one. How hard is it to get? No way, Jose. That's card I'm keeping. But strictly Vivid Voltage, everyone knows that set. Okay, it's that set. For those of you guys don't know, Vivid Voltage, I would say, other than Destin Rivals, probably had the best set of promo cards out there. Now, what I mean by promo cards are these. So these are the staff copies of the pre-release cards. You have the Lugia from Vivid Voltage. Here's a staff version of this card. You have the Charmander right here as well from Vivid Voltage. And then there's the Doniphan and Snorlax. So in my opinion, those cards of a staff copy are probably the most, I think are going to be the most rarest cards from the Vivid Voltage set. I think they're always going to command the premium, the highest price. Other than that, when you kind of look down the line of items of best staff, or not staff, but I guess best stamped cards sets of, I would say, modern era. When it comes to mind, I think of Vivid Voltage, and now I'm thinking of Destin Rivals. And that's the set I want to roll into next is Destin Rivals. So, which I think is going to be a fantastic set. Definitely want to get your hands on some of that product. I'm still keeping a little arm's reach on it, but I'm still watching it closely. But now, I traded some things for this card from a good friend of mine, and I want to show you guys on the camera here. So here is the Destin Rivals staff sealed pack of these cards right here. So in these, you have actually, I don't even remember. You got the Misty's Gyarados, you got Ethan's Typhlosion. Oh, I should have been a little more prepared. Destin Rivals build battle promos. You got is there a Tyranitar in there? No. There's a Mimikyu in there. And there should be one more? Is it the Tyranitar? It might be the Tyranitar. Yup, and the Tyranitar. So that Tyranitar has also the Pokemon Center stamp promo. And I know that one's going for a heavy premium as well. So that lineup right there, the Typhlosion, the Misty's Gyarados, the Team Rocket's Tyranitar, and then you got the Mimikyu in there as well. I think this is the best set of staff promos we've seen in a little bit. Let's see the Mimikyu real quick. The Mimikyu is the Team Rocket's Mimikyu. So, other than those, I would say these are next to Vivid Voltage in this set, I would say are the best line of staff promo cards or building battle promos. Again, stamp right here. The staff thing is a little bit extra. As you become a bigger collector, niche items become more desirable. So, which leads me to my next thing. So, a couple items I have here. Let's talk about, let's bring up Prismatic. Prismatic, we all know, is going to be a desirable set of the future. It's definitely a long-term play at this point right now. You guys, you have plenty of time to pick it up. Don't think you're on the wire. You got time. So, for example, they're called surprise boxes. Surprise boxes, Pokemon's printing, and they're going to print. Surprise boxes are coming down. In my eyes, these surprise packs promos, and this one here is ready for grading, with this stamp right here, is going to be a desirable promo one day. The fact that these boxes, it's called a surprise box, you don't know which one you're going to get. And I believe these cards here are way more desirable because age of the promo era, got that stamp right there. These are going to be hot. They're EV cards, so forth. I'll probably be picking more of these up sealed rather than alone, but I think I would like to get myself some 10 clean copies of this card here. So this is something I'm keeping an eye out for Prismatic seal boxes. Now, a little bit of throwback. These I'm either A, going to send them off for grading, or B, I'm going to sell these as is. So, espresso. So these, you guys, I actually picked these up literally at like one of my like third ever shows I ever went to back in like 2000, like 18, 19, right there. But these are XY promos, and they're super clean, and the pop of these are super low. But here you have all the trainers and all their Pokemon League stamps right here. So you have Brock, you have Misty, you have Lieutenant Surge, you have Erica, you have Sabrina, you have Blaine, Giovanni. Oh, I skipped. Giovanni and Koga goes right here. So, and then you got the Pikachu on top of it as well. These are near mint, and I think the only thing that affecting the Pikachu is the centering. He's off, but honestly, I'm looking to potentially sell these. These are a really cool part of my collection, and I just think it might be time to part ways with these, but I don't know. But anyway, so in order to get these Pokemon League cards, you had to actually travel across the United States during the year these promos were handed out to actually get each one. So super cool promos. Again, the stamp, which makes these way more unique than any other card, but I think when you have the whole set together, I hate to sound like a Gen Z, but it's fire. Yeah. Anyways, I really think if you look up the PSA 10 prices on these, the fact that this pop is so low, these cards go for a lot of money in PSA 10. So I think it's time to part ways with these or just keep them in my binder. But I wanted to share with you guys these cards here with the Pokemon League stamp cards. Now, which leads me into my main thing here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a major advocate of the prize packs. Prize packs are the gold at the end of the day. I think that's the biggest mistake people are making by not buying into these, that are not grading these, that are just ignoring the fact these don't exist. I have found the most success I have had in this hobby is doing things nobody has ever done or nobody is doing. That's exactly, you're the diamond in the rough doing this stuff. Let me tell you something about prize packs. Extremely rare and extremely desirable because of that stamp right there. Let me tell you something right here. Right here, I love me some Prize Pack Series 7. Series 7 is hot. You got Prismatic in there. You got Surging Spark Pikachu in there. This is a fun one to open. The only difference is the pull rates on these are rather easy. So that means you're getting your evolutions. So basically it's this card. Is it this card? But it's basically, I'm not sure actually. It's an EX. It'd be an Eevee Evolution EX with that prize stamp on it. I shouldn't say even think. I know these cards in here are going to be way more desirable down the road with that stamp, that play Pokemon stamp. This is history right here in the making. It'll happen and so forth. But comparing these to Prize Pack Series 1, the pull rates are tough. I've said it over and over. Prize Pack Series 1 cards is the gold, the absolute gold. So what is Prize Pack Series 1? Let me show you guys one of them. I pulled this card out of my collection right here. This is the Rayquaza VMAX from Prize Pack Series 1. This one came from Evolving Skies. Evolving Skies in a PSA 10 copy. The pop on this is like 6. These cards didn't print well. These cards are extremely difficult to get in great condition, and let alone even to pull this card. This is card I did not pull, but when I saw this card at the National back in 2024, I saw this card and I said, let's make a deal on this guy. And sure enough, we broke bread, made the deal. But Prize Pack Series 1, that's why I even picked up a case. Even finding cases of prize packs it's tough. It's very difficult to find them. And it's taking cards and adding that stamp to our popular sets. I believe prize packs, especially Series 1, and there's a lot more too, are going to be extremely desirable in the future and going to be highly sought after. But that's all I got. Prize Pack Series 7, I picked these up. I will be honest with you, I don't play the game. I bought these off the secondary market. I got some more here. I'm not going to go too crazy into them, but this is definitely a fun set to open, so there's definitely the value there. I believe the going rate on these, I paid $4 a pack for these. I think they're going for 11. Prize Pack Series 4, 6. Let's type in the word 7. Series 7. Look at this. Let's do a screen share for you guys. Right. Boom. You got, let's look at $9.75, 10, 11, solid. I bet you that you can sell these at a convention for $10 a piece. And that's great. That's fantastic. I know that's really great. I mean, it's worth more than, let's go back here. I mean, it's worth more than older sets. Prize Pack Series 6, 4, 5. You got 3s going up. You got some Radiants in there. You got 2s. Got that Gengar in there. So I like it. Series 1 sitting at about $30 a pack. Yeah. But, and so forth like that. But anyways, I do think these will be memorable. These are a fun set to open. And right now, Series 7, I believe it's in rotation. Oh, look at that. It clearly says not for resale on there. Oops. Don't worry, I won't tell you whoever sold these to me. I'm a collector at the end of the day. But anyways, as I was going to say, I love this set. I think it's fun to open. And I think the cards in here are very playable and they're in rotation right now. So I think that's why they're in demand. But I only think these prize packs are getting better and better. And I think there's more to come. So that's it. All I got. But tune in next, guys. I'm the Pole Father. And as always, we're going to grade this bad boy really soon. And Kobe takes one. We're back.